So you're probably here because you have one of these European Delta toilets. This is a Riosa model C43906. Client complained that it takes too long for this fill valve to fill the tank. On top of that, sometimes it doesn't fill at all and they have to open the top and jig a little bit. So far they've gotten it to fill, but they're worried that one day it just won't fill again. So this is a fill valve you're not used to seeing. Basically the supply line goes in the tank. It's not like the conventional one where it connects outside the tank. So we'll pull that off. Now the thing with this valve is, what I have here is not made by Delta. It's made by New Flush. It's basically a copy. It's a Chinese copy, if you will. Now this piece I'm unscrewing, you're actually not going to use it if you have one of these Delta toilets. You're going to pull this out. You're going to toss this. You just don't need it. Those little O-rings, I actually transferred them to the supply line here that you see in this part of the video. So screw that into the supply line. We're pretty much good to go. It's called the European side mount fill valve. If you have one of these toilets, it's probably because you bought it at Walmart sometime between like 1994 and 2006. Walmart sold these. They're a European design Delta toilet. Walmart's the only people in the US that sold these things as far as I can tell. Now some of these things, you're going to reuse a lot of the old parts. You're going to have to cut this tube at an angle to get it through the hole. It's probably swell, but once you can get it in there and pull it through, you can just trim it however you need it. I just squared it off. So the Delta part number, the fill valve is RP7168, and they just don't make it anymore. You can't get it. So this New Flush part is the best if you have one of these European toilets. Other than that, this toilet flushes really well. So once we get this all buttoned up, the supply line's back on, we have the mount tightened up. Everything looks to be in place. We're going to turn the water on. And it sounds like it's filling pretty well. Definitely much faster than before. Check for any leaks, make sure everything's nice and tight. Everything looks good. Please subscribe for more plumbing hacks.